Hello, my friends. Today we are reading Exodus chapters 25 to 27. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Speak to the children of Israel, that they bring me an offering. From everyone who gives it willingly with his heart you shall take my offering. And this is the offering which you shall take from them: gold, silver, and bronze, blue, purple, and scarlet thread, fine linen, and goat's hair, ram's skins dyed red, badger skins, and acacia wood, for the oil for the light, and spices for the anointing oil, and for the sweet incense, oxen stones, and stones to be set in the ephod and in the breastplate. And let them make me a sanctuary, that I may dwell among them, according to all that I show, that is the pattern of the tabernacle, and the pattern of its furnishings, just so you shall make it. And they shall make an ark of acacia wood, with 2 half cubits shall be its length, a cubit and a half its width, and a cubit and a half its height. And you shall overlay it with pure gold. Inside and out you shall overlay it, and you shall make it a molding of gold around it. You shall cast 4 rings of gold for it, and put them in the 4 corners. The rings shall be on one side, and 2 rings on the other side. And you shall make poles of acacia wood, and overlay them with gold. And you shall put the poles into the rings on the sides of the ark, and the ark may be carried by them. And the poles you shall be in the rings of the arks shall not be taken from it. And you shall put it into the ark, the testimony which I will give you. You shall make a mercy seat of pure gold. 2.5 cubits shall be its length, and cubit and a half its width. And you shall make 2 cherubim of gold. Of hammered work you shall make them at the 2 ends of the mercy seat. Make 1 cherub at one end, and the other cherub at the other end. You shall make the cherubim at the 2 ends of it of one piece with mercy seat. And the cherubim shall stretch out their wings above, covering the mercy seat with their wings, and they shall face one another. And faces of the cherubim shall be toward the mercy seat. And you shall put the mercy seat on the top of the ark, and the ark shall be put the testimony that I will give you. And there I will meet you, and I will speak with you above the mercy seat, between the 2 cherubim which are on the ark of the testimony, about everything which I will give you and command it to the children of Israel. You shall also make a table of acacia wood. 2 cubits shall be its length, and its width, and a cubit and a half shall be its height. And you shall overlay it with pure gold, and make a molding of gold around it. You shall make for it a frame of a handbreadth all around, and you shall make a gold molding for the frame of all around. You shall make it with 4 rings of gold, and put the rings of the 4 corners that are of its 4 legs. That ring shall be closed to frame as holders for the poles, to bear the wood, and overlay them with gold, that the table may be carried with them. You shall make it dishes, its pans, its pitchers, and its bowls. For pouring you shall make them of pure gold. And you shall set the showbread on the table before me always. You shall also make a lampstand of pure gold. The lampstand shall be of hammered work. Its shaft, its branches, its bowls, its ornamental knobs and flower shall be one of piece, and 6 branches shall come out of its sides, 3 branches of the lampstand out of one side, and 3 branches of the lampstand out of the other side. 3 bowls shall be made like almond blossoms on one branch with an ornamental knob and a flower, and 3 bowls made like almond blossoms on the other branch, which an ornamental knob and a flower, and so for the 6 branches that come out of the lampstand. One on the lampstand itself 4 bowls shall be made like almond blossoms, each with its ornamental knob and flower. And there shall be a knob under the first 2 branches of the same, a knob under the second 2 branches of the same, and a knob under the third 2 branches of the same, according to the 6 branches that extend from the lampstand. And their knobs and their branches shall be one of a piece. All of it shall be one hammered piece of pure gold. You shall make 7 lamps for it, and they shall arrange its lamps so that they give light in from it. And its wick trimmers and their trays shall be of pure gold. It shall be made a talent of pure gold with all these utensils, and see it that you make them according to the pattern of which was shown on the mountain. Chapter 26. Moreover, you shall make the tabernacle with 10 curtains of fine woven linen, and blur, purple and scarlet thread. With artistic design of cherubim you shall weave them, and the length of each curtain shall be 28 cubits, and the width of each curtain 4 cubits, and every one of them shall have the same measurements. 5 curtains shall be coupled to one another, and the other 5 curtains shall be coupled to one another. And you shall make loops of blue yarn on the edge of the curtain on the selvage of one set, and likewise you shall do on the outer edge of the other curtain of the second set. 50 loops you shall make in one curtain, and 50 loops you shall make on the edge of the curtain, that is, on the end of the second set, that loops may be clasped to one another. And one shall make 50 clasps of gold, and couple the curtains together with fine clasps, so that it may be one tabernacle. You shall make curtains of goat's hair to be a tent over the tabernacle, and you shall make 11 curtains. The strength of each curtain shall be 30 cubits, and the width of each curtain shall be 4 cubits. And the 11 curtains shall all have the same measurements, and with you shall couple 5 curtains by themselves, and 6 curtains by themselves, and you shall double over the 6th curtain at the forefront of the tent. You shall make 50 loops on the edge of the curtain and its outermost in one set, and 50 loops on the edge of the curtain of the second set. You shall make 50 bronze clasps to put the clasps into the loops, and couple the tent together that it may be one. The remnant that remains of the curtain tents, the half curtain that remains, shall hang over the back of the tabernacle, and a cubit on one side and a cubit on the other side of what remains of the length of the curtains of the tent shall hang over the sides of the tabernacle on the side and on that side to cover it. You shall also make a covering of ram skin dyed red for the tent, and covering of badger skins above that. And the tabernacle you shall make the boards of Asia standing upright. 10 cubits shall be its length of a board, and a cubit and a half shall be its width of each board. 2 tenons shall be in each board for binding one to another. Thus you shall make for all the boards of the tabernacle, and you shall make the boards of the tabernacle 20 boards for the south side. You shall make 40 sockets of silver under the 20 boards, 2 sockets under each of the boards for its 2 tenons. And for the second side of the tabernacle, the north side, there shall be 20 boards, and there 40 sockets of silver, 2 sockets under each of the boards. And for the far side of the tabernacle westward you shall make 6 boards, and you shall make 2 boards for the 2 back corners of the tabernacle. They shall be coupled together at the top by 1 ring. Thus it shall be for both of them. They shall be for the 2 corners. So they shall be 8 boards with their sockets of silver, 16 sockets, 2 sockets under each of the boards. And you shall make bars of acacia wood. 5 for the boards on one side of the tabernacle, 5 bars for the boards on the other side of the tabernacle, and the 5 bars of the boards on the side of the tabernacle for the far side westward. The middle bar shall pass through the midst of the boards from end to end. You shall overlay the boards with gold, make their rings of gold as holders for the bars, and overlay the gold bars with gold. And you shall raise up the tabernacle according to its pattern, which you were shown on the mountain. You shall make a veil woven of blue, purple, and scarlet thread, and fine woven linen. It shall be woven with artistic design of cherubim, and you shall hang it upon the 4 pillars of acacia wood, overlaid with gold. Their hooks shall be gold upon the 4 sockets of silver. And you shall bring the veil from the clasps. Then you shall bring the ark of the testimony in there. Behind the veil shall be divided for you between the holy place and the most holy. You shall put the mercy seat upon the ark of the testimony in the most holy. You shall set the table outside the veil, and lampstand across the stone of the side of the tabernacle toward the south. You shall put the table on the north side. You shall make a screen for the door of the tabernacle, woven of blue, purple, and scarlet thread, and fine woven linen made by a weaver. You shall make for the screen 5 pillars of acacia wood, and overlay them with gold. Their hooks shall be gold, and you shall cast 5 sockets of bronze for them. The altar of burnt offering. Chapter 27. You shall make an altar of acacia wood, 5 cubits long and 5 cubits wide. The altar shall be square, and its height shall be 3 cubits, and you shall make its horns on the corners. Its horns shall be of 1 piece with it, and you shall overlay it with bronze. Also you shall make its pans to receive its ashes, and its shovels, and its basins, and its forks, and its fire pans. You shall make all its utensils of bronze. You shall make a grate for it, a network of bronze, And on the network you shall make 4 bronze rings and its 4 corners. You shall put it under the rim of the altar beneath, that the network may be midway up the altar. And you shall make poles for the altar, poles of acacia wood, and overlay them with bronze. The poles shall be put in the rings, and the poles shall be on the 2 sides of the altar to bear it. You shall make it hollow with boards, as it was shown you on the mountain, so shall they make it. You shall also make the court of the tabernacle. For the south side there shall be hangings of the court made of fine woven linen, 100 cubits long for one side, and 20 pillars, and their 20 sockets shall be bronze. The hooks and the pillars and their bands shall be silver. Likewise, along the length of the north side there shall be hanging 100 cubits long, with its 20 pillars, and their 20 sockets of bronze, and the hooks of the pillars bands of silver. And along with the court on the west side you shall be hanging of 50 cubits, and their 10 pillars, and their 10 sockets. The width of the court on the east side shall be 50 cubits. The hangings on one side of the gate shall be 15 cubits, with their 3 pillars, and their 3 sockets. And on the other side shall be hangings of 15 cubits, with their 3 pillars, and their 3 sockets. For the gate of the court there shall be a screen 20 cubits long, woven of blue, purple, and scarlet thread, and fine woven linen made by a weaver. It shall have 4 pillars and 4 sockets, and the pillars around the court shall have bands of silver. Their hooks shall be of silver, and their sockets of bronze. The length of the court shall be 100 cubits, the width 50 throughout, and the height 5 cubits, made of fine woven linen, and its sockets of bronze. All the utensils of the tabernacle for all its service, all its pegs, and all the pegs of the court shall be of bronze. And you shall command the children of Israel that they bring you pure oil of pressed olives for the light, to cause the lamp to burn continually. And the tabernacle of meeting, outside the veil which is before the testimony, Aaron and his sons shall tend it from evening until morning before the Lord. It shall be a statute forever to their generations on behalf of the children of Israel. That's the end of chapter 27. Thank you for watching, and have a good one. Hello. Thank you for watching this video by Life with Christ. If you enjoyed this video, please consider commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Thank you, and God be with you.